Well, greetings, introduction to business students. This is week 10 in our 16-week course in Intro to Business, Business 10 here at Norco College. And this week you're going to be looking at chapter 10, which is titled Achieving World-Class Operations Management. So obviously operations is a big part of business, especially if you're manufacturing something, but even if you have a service-based business, there's a process, there's an operation that you conduct that allows you to be consistent with your brand, consistent with what you offer. And so it's thinking through some of those processes, and that's really what you're looking at in this chapter. How do you run your operations? How does everything work and flow accordingly? And so that's what you're going to be considering in chapter 10. So let's go ahead and take a look at the assignments that you'll be completing this week by going to our class in Canvas. Here we are. And so I'm going to scroll down and we're going to jump into module number 3. We have a few more weeks in module number 3, and then we'll be starting our 4th and final module here in just a few weeks. So last week you looked at chapter 9, dealing with all the different motivational theories, which is a really exciting chapter. And hopefully you found that to be intriguing and interesting and eye-opening. This week again, we're moving into chapter 10 on production and operations. So make sure you read the chapter. You can read it right here in Canvas, or you can read it online. Keep in mind, though, that when you're answering your check-in assignment, you do need to include the question and the page number. And the only way you can find the page number is to use the PDF version of the book. And you can access that again by selecting the textbook icon on the home page in Canvas. It'll bring you to a website. And on the left menu, there is the option to read or to download a PDF. It doesn't actually download it, but it opens it for you and you can read it, and the page numbers are present. So make sure you read the chapter, and then you're going to be doing another self-assessment just to kind of tell us how you're doing. Then you're going to have a assignment for week 10, which is your check-in assignment. And this is where you're answering questions. Again, you must include the question and the answer in your answers and the page number where you found the answers. Keep in mind, some of you are forgetting to change the page numbers and you're using the ones from the prior weeks. But I pretty much can tell because I know where they're going to be found. And I also tell by majority of students all got the same page numbers, and then you didn't, then something's not right. Also, you have a homework assignment of describing a production process. This is basically, look at your life. Ideally, this would be something from work, but even if it isn't, it can be something as simple as cleaning your yard or doing your face at night, or your cosmetic routine, or it could be your morning routine, anything like that. I just want you to see that everything we do really is a series of steps that are result in a process. And that same thing is true in business, whether it be servicing your customer or whether it be servicing a vehicle, whatever it is that you're doing, or whether it be, something you're manufacturing, there is always a process. And the best way to make your business efficient and effective is to evaluate those processes and make sure you're doing it in the best fashion possible, much like you learned about in scientific management. And so that's what you're going to be considering in this homework assignment, is a process that you complete or do all the time. And I want you to write it out for me and give me the steps and what you learn from that. Then you have, of course, a quiz on chapter 10. So make sure you read the chapter and complete the check-in assignment, take the quiz, and then don't forget, but we are also still completing or working on this discussion post that we started a few weeks ago on how leaders inspire action. And in this discussion post, of course, you're watching a TED Talk by Simon Sinek, really powerful one. And it's really the whole idea of people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And whether you agree with that or not, that's what I want you to evaluate. So make sure you answer the questions and that you comment on other students' posts. That's how you can get the highest score. So that's it for week number 10. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to hearing about your processes this next week, and I will be grading everything that's not been graded yet from the prior week over the next couple of days. So be watching for those grades. Hopefully you're keeping good track of where you're at in the class and that your ultimate or final total percentage rate is a reflection of your work. It should be above 70% to pass the class. And of course, 70 to 80 is roughly a B, 80 to 90 C, 80 to 90 is roughly a B, and then 90 and above is technically an A. So make sure you review that and keep track of your grade. If you have any concerns or questions, please reach out to me right away, or we can set up a Zoom session as well. My office hours are present on the homepage. Just click the office hours link, and it'll give you a schedule of when I'm available, both in Zoom and in person in my office. Have a great week. See you. You'll see me